Hello and welcome back to 3G Videos. Some of you may have come to this channel because you've seen this car. Today we are actually going to have a little bit of fun with it. We're going to crank the boost up, go take some friends for rides, surprise them a little bit with the sleeper wagon. So let's get started with today's video. Come join me on the adventure of a lifetime as I find out sometimes we have to take a leap of faith so that God can get the glory on the other side. That's why I quit my 9-to-5 and decided to travel across the country living out of my Volvo wagon to pursue my passion for cars and to share the good news that Jesus died for you. Who knows what lies ahead? The cars we'll see, the people we'll meet, the adventures we'll have. But one thing we do know is you're watching 3G Video, and this is a month with endless possibilities. It has been a little while since we've actually done anything on Benny on the channel. If you haven't seen the build series of when we turbo swapped him, put a new head on it and everything, go back. There'll be a link in the description so you can see those videos of us making Benny. But today we're going to do some supporting mods to make sure that he stays safe when we up the boost a little bit. Not too many crazy things because we already have some stuff done, which we will look into the engine bay. I'll show you what we're going to do today. So as we come over here and look at our engine bay, there's a lot going on. One of the main things that kind of sticks out is this breather tank. And this is a common issue with Volvos. We have to put those on because it builds a lot of crankcase pressure. Right now we have it set up just venting to atmosphere, which does allow some of the pressure that builds up to escape and come out. However, we want to put a vacuum on the top of this chamber through this hose so that it creates a vacuum and actually sucks all the stuff out of the engine to make it run a whole lot better, and I will be a lot more confident in putting more boost with that being done. There's been some other supporting mods to make sure that it is ready for more boost. We put bigger injectors in it, made sure the fuel pumps are all good for that level of horsepower that we're looking at. So everything is there, it's at that level. So we just got to start, finish this last section off, which includes putting a T right in front of the turbo so that we can then hook that hose into there, which that will be drawing a vacuum into the turbo, creating a low pressure in there to be able to suck all the stuff out, and then all the oil will drain back into the pan, all the air will come out that hose. So yeah, let's get that popped on there, and then this little doohickey, I'll talk about that just a second when we put that on. Okay, so yes, I'm taking these clamps off with an impact, but I learned the hard way that you do not I'm not taking it off with impact. So. Okay, so disregard. Anyway, if you are taking these on and off, you can take them off with an impact, that's fine. But if you run them down with an impact, there is a chance of breaking the clamp. Learn that the hard way. So just take from my experience here and don't break clamps and get all frustrated at yourself, because it's not a fun day. Get this off of our turbo. So the other concern with adding boost is, not sure if these charge pipes are going to hold. But you know what? That's a problem that I'm willing to find out if it is actually a problem, because we're going to need to know at some point, and might as well learn now, right? It's my philosophy. I'm going to get this old pipe off of our air filter, which probably need a new air filter, but you know what? That's a problem for another time. This is more boost time. So okay. Let's just cut this until I get ta-da, I got it out. Okay. That didn't take too long at all. No. So let's get that back in here. Okay, so we're going to put our new T-clamp on where the other rubber one was. Now that was a little bit shorter, so, and I barely had enough room for that one, so we'll see if this works. Okay, my brilliance has struck again. I'm going to cut this down. Is it the best option? Probably not, but is it the option that's the easiest and the cheapest and the fastest? Yes. So we're going to try it. And I'm going to try not to cut myself while doing it. That's kind of the thought here. I don't know if this is actually that much better, but we're gonna try it. Voila! Voila, custom part. Ready to install on Benny. Okay, now let's just pray that the like inch or so that I cut off of this is enough to let our filter fit where it was before. Okay, well, it fits. Now, not with an abundance of extra room, but it's in there and the fan's not hitting it. So I'm gonna call it good enough. All right, so our air filter is in there in its old spot. We have our T there for this pipe here to hook into. However, what I'm talking about clearance is this fan is right here. Like, that's very little clearance. However, clearance is clearance, okay? Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning, clearance is clearance. Yeah, I know I'm using that reference wrong, it's fine. This is a manual boost controller, and what it does is it takes pressure from the turbine housing. It comes in this side. There's a little ball valve with a spring on it, and it will hold that pressure from going past it to go to our wastegate. The wastegate sees the pressure once it reaches a certain amount of pressure. Right now, wastegate is at 5 pounds. When it sees 5 pounds come in there, that pressure helps it open, and then we stay at 5 pounds of boost. We don't want that. We want to make more, so we put this in there. It's going to restrict the flow until it gets to however much we set it, and you can screw it in and out. Whenever it's screwed out, there's less tension on that spring. Easier for the boost to push past it, so we get less boost. The tighter you spin it down, the more boost it's going to hold back, so the more boost we get before it opens our wastegate. So we're going to put this in line. It's just a little vacuum line. We're going to put this in there. I'm going to pull it out a little bit. Kind of halfway, there's a lock screw on here to put it, make sure we don't rotate it in as we're going, even though, I mean, you know, whatever. But we'll put that down, put it in there, and then we have a little bit of tuning to make sure that we're all good. I'll explain that just for a second. And then we're going to go for a test trip and see if how much boost we're making, maybe adjust a little bit, get it right where we want it, and go have some fun surprising some of my friends that this thing is making a little more power than it used to. And just like that, guys, Benny has a boost control on him and should be making a little more boost. Just because we are giving him more boost doesn't mean that he is ready for it. We do need to hook up the laptop and do a little bit of things there. So let's go grab the laptop, hop in Benny, and upload a tune. Okay, so if you're new to Benny, he has a Mega Squirt hid away in his glove box. I mean, it's not really hid that well, it's just kind of in the glove box. We're going to hook it into our laptop here. Now, I'm not really concerned about our fuel because we have a whole bunch of fuel right now. It's running very rich, and this is actually the solution for it. You don't take fuel away in the tune. You have to add air. That's everybody knows that. That's the only way to truly fix a too rich tune. So that's what we're doing. We're adding boost, but I do need to take some timing away because I noticed when I was checking the spark plugs, it was safe on timing, but it was about as far as I wanted to push it where it was at that boost level at 5 pounds. So I want to pull some timing out of it to kind of help with that situation, give us a little more breathing room and just keep it safe. So I have no idea if that's going to be enough or not, but we're going to burn that into our computer. Okay, so I think Benny is ready. I'm gonna go get another change of clothes on so I'm not in work clothes. We can go for a ride and test him, and I'm gonna get you guys on a GoPro. So I'm gonna go get changed, and I will meet you guys back here just in a jiffy. And looky here, we are changed, ready to go. I have 3G video shirts. It's got me and Benny on the back. I'm so excited. These aren't actually for sale right now, but I got a small batch for friends and family. Might be looking at putting them for sale at some point, and have some different colorways and stuff that we have, kind of choosing which ones we like. I'm excited. It's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get in Benny and go have some fun with some more boost. Okay, let's get him started. Okay, I am I'm gonna let him warm up before we go start doing pulls, because I'm responsible like that sometimes. Okay, we got him warmed up. We're gonna give it a little rip up this hill just to see. Here's a little more load. That's not a cop. So that was 9 pounds, I think. That's respectable. I don't know what that other noise is. But yes, it is, it's making some more power now. Well, I knew better than to turn the camera off. Headed out to Kyle's, and I rolled into it in first gear, just kind of playing around with it, and I blew a charge pipe. So I'm assuming that's what happened, because we lost boost, and it sounds like what it has before whenever I've lost charge pipe. Hopefully it just did a coupling. I can take a screwdriver and pop it back in. Let's see if it is the culprit. It is. It is the one that I was anticipating. Oh, we blew a charge pipe, and that has gunk in it. That's good. Okay, well, let me get that charge pipe back on, then we'll get the rest of the way out to Kyle's. Okay, super simple fix. Charge pipe is back on. We can hit the road again. I like simple fixes. I don't like having to fix things, but simple fixes are the best. We kind of knew with upping the boost that was an inherent risk, especially with the plumbing that's going on up there. It's fine. Get back on the road. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. Oh, I love this car. Okay, so we got out here before Kyle got back from the store, so we're actually here by ourselves. Takes me the opportunity to tell you that Kyle has rode in Benny one time before this ride, but we weren't able to go full throttle because I was having some issues on the tune, and we were on wastegate at 5 pounds. Now we're at 10 pounds. It's a difference. I'm not going to say that it's like the fastest thing out on the road or anything by any means, but it's definitely a lot faster than it was, and it is surprising how quick it is. So we're going to get Kyle's genuine reaction to Benny. Okay, so I don't know what happened last time. We already went on one ride, but Kyle's back in. We're going to get a film for you this time. I know, I'm sorry. I'm letting you guys down, but I need to put the hood down. Anyway, we did a little bit on the tune. We're trying to get the pops and bangs a little bit less violent on D-cell. So we're going to see if the tune worked, and then, yeah, we're just going to go for a little bit of a rip. Not really going to push it as much as last time, but it's okay. It is leaking a little bit of oil out of the air cleaner because of the new mod that we did. So when we're cruising, we'll probably just pull that out and not use that. It's fine. Okay.
The idle cleaned up with that little bit you were playing with.
Okay, so what is your thoughts on Benny now that we went on a drive on a little bit higher boost? And
I like it. Sounds good. It's definitely got plenty of power for what it is. That was violent.
what, the acceleration or the...
Yeah.
I like second gear.
calipers and the double adjustable shocks were really what made it, though.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to QA1.
I wish that would have been.
Or Viking or eBay.
Anybody.
eBay.
No, so we were going up through the mountains, and we had like new cars and everything, and we were driving up through the mountains, and we hit like a really pretty steep incline, and I'd be in overdrive, right? Like everybody's like rolling into it after downshift. I just roll into it a little bit and go up in like 3 pounds of boost, move on.
Nice.
It was great. Like I was passing new cars that were struggling getting up these mountains, and I was able to accelerate if I wanted to going up the mountain.
Well, it's only the easiest rolling car ever.
It is, and it's light, and just like it doesn't take a lot of power to make this thing.
It rolls easier than the Trans Am. Way easier than the race car for sure.
Okay, it is the next day. We're gonna take Benny over to let Ed see him. Had a fun time with Kyle last night. Had some fun hanging out. We ended up talking and everything. Left off. We're back today. Let's go see what Ed thinks of Benny. He has not ridden Benny at all since the turbo, so it'll be interesting to see his thoughts. He remembers back when Benny was old, naturally aspirated, very low on power, and it's very different now. So let's ride on over, find an Ed, and see what his reaction is to the new and improved Benny. Yes, there is a dent. Ed found the dent right away. This is Ed. If you don't know Ed, this is Ed. Hi, Ed.
Hi,
He's been on the channel way back. Yes, there's a dent that happened last weekend. We were going through West Virginia, or weekend before last, Hyperfest, going down to Hyperfest. Okay, this is Ed's first time seeing it together.
Oh, just the thingies.
What thingies?
I was just like.
Oh yeah, see if it'll hold up. What is Ed's initial thought here? Yes, it's a small turbo. Ed helped me assemble the turbo. I don't know. I think you guys would have seen that in that video. However, that's been a little while back. What are you thinking, Ed?
There's a bunch of free real estate here.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you think a bigger turbo is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot this thing has.
Yeah, it's in the middle. Yeah, it's like, it's smoking out of the PCB a pretty decent amount. Which is kind of concerning me.
That's not the most uncommon thing, but it's also not like.
Well, it wasn't before.
Okay. Oh, I see the smoke.
Yeah. See it? It's chugging up.
Coming in here.
Yeah, it does that too.
Okay.
Which is kind of a problem.
It's only a problem if you let it be a problem.
Yeah,
It has oil pressure. That's all that matters.
okay, so you remember Benny before everything, right?
Yes.
Vaguely.
It's been a while, but yes, kind
It's been
of.
a long while.
You should race that Firebird.
Should I?
Yeah. Sounds like Dookie. I know I'm not allowed to swear on your channel, so.
Appreciate that.
It gets my point across.
Yeah, it does. He has a lot of character.
Yeah.
You can take it all the way down.
Just a little bit.
Okay. Tesla apparently wanted to go.
He's walking you.
Yeah, I noticed. I haven't figured out what that rattle sound is. Probably not good.
I mean, it doesn't really, that rattling doesn't sound all too bad. Does the exhaust end right here?
It's a little bit behind.
A little bit behind me, but around the area.
Yeah. So it's a little different than it used to be.
It's not bad. That's a good bit of, little bit of a pep to it.
Got a good little bit of smoke coming out of it. So, why I'm we kind of upped the boost yesterday.
To how much?
10.
No, that's not bad.
So it was at 5. It was at 5 pounds on wastegate, and now it's at 10. wash out oil everywhere. That could be why it's smoking.
Probably.
But it's got a lot coming out of
Yeah, I
it.
can see that.
That's not necessarily good. It's got some refining to do in the next week. Well, I guess we're just going to end it off here. And you guys will see what we get done with Benny next week before we head off on our big trip. Be looking forward to everything that's going on. We have so many events that we're going to be covering. I'm really excited about it. Little hiccups every once in a while like this happen. We'll get it fixed. It'll be good. We're going to have a great time. I will see you there. Have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you guys next time. What?